This Chainsmokers album, it's not good. The Chainsmokers, the game-changing music duo that's been dominating the poposphere over the past few years with some huge chart-climbing singles, fusing modern EDM with some very moody pop balladry. But still, even though I'm not a Chainsmokers fan, I still give the duo all the credit in the world. They have dominated a corner in the music market that few other artists are. Because most producers were kind of too busy giving dance music fans this endless flow of formulaic, hedonistic bangers to realize that, hey, maybe these people have feelings too that we could be appealing to. And yeah, they certainly do, but Chainsmokers writes music for them as if their emotions run about as deep as a kiddie pool. And that's pretty much how this new album feels over here, like wading through an emotional kiddie pool. The album mostly consists of all of these immature, saccharine dance pop anthems about relationships and going to your friend's party. And it all projects this really self-centered, idyllic view of the world that just sounds like a big, fat lie. Listening to this record is kind of like looking at the world through the eyes of that soldier character in that one episode of Black Mirror, where he's kind of got that implant in his head that makes things look like really sunny and perfect and nice and there's nothing to worry about. And it's not that I don't like happy music, and it's not like there aren't problems that exist in the Chainsmokers universe. It's just that the problems are there, are barely even problems. A lot of what is cause for concern on these Chainsmokers songs adds up to just romantic melodrama. All these allusions to things not working out or working out. I miss you, doing drugs, learning to love, sneaking out to the bar, not being able to go to your friend's party. Even when I was a teenager, I didn't care about this shit. And I don't really think what this album deals with is the quintessential teenage experience. I mean, I'm sure there are some teenagers that would love for life to be this easy, but for the most part, this album just kind of seems like it's trying to emotionally pander to teens who are just trying to figure out what life's all about by providing them a fainting couch of pillowy dance pop that feeds into their heightened emotional state. And it's not that teenagers don't have legitimate feelings or that they don't deserve music that's geared to them. They do. The thing is, though, I feel like I have a higher opinion of the Chainsmokers audience than the Chainsmokers do. Because I think teenagers deserve music that engages them on a maturity level that they're capable of functioning on. Not just feeding them some Kids Bop quality pap with better production value and original lyrics. I mean, seriously, the track Break Up Every Night, look at these lyrics. There's only one condition under which you release a song like this, and that's when you think your audience is stupid. And not to say that there isn't anything real behind the Chainsmokers songs. The band released this massive Facebook post where they kind of explain the inspirations and the feelings that kind of went into each track. One of the most compelling stories behind one of these songs is the song Paris. The problem is the song Paris, lyrically, is very different than the story behind Paris. At some point during the writing process, what inspired Paris was just kind of sculpted into yet another melodramatic teenage situation where, you have this boy and this girl and they're escaping from her parents because they don't approve of the relationship and it's just young love and they want to be together. All this bullshit about hanging out on the terrace and taking selfies for the internet is just made up. It's just general escapism and pop culture references to hook in the lowest common denominator. I'm not sure if there's any more evidence that you need to know that if you are a teenager, all this album is trying to do is pander to you emotionally and musically. Because speaking of the music, the Chainsmokers were way more fun when they were just writing these dumb dance tunes that kind of regurgitated pop culture memes. With the silly bangers that they used to release, and I think the closest they come to doing that over here is It Won't Kill Ya, or It Wouldn't Kill Ya. I like that track quite a bit. I do like the beat a lot. It feels like, the most carefree and drama-free song on the entire record, and the instrumental is actually kind of fun to listen to. Now it seems like the Chainsmokers are more concerned with coming through with this faux, touching, intimate keyboard pop that occasionally incorporates some elements of dance music. But it's not this album's sound as much as what it sounds like that makes it so terrible to my ears. Because this album sounds like a fake Polaroid. This album sounds like nothing bad ever happened to you. This album sounds like you have at least 2 friends with trust funds. This album sounds like your mom paid for your concert tickets. This album sounds like your only concern in life is when Kylie Jenner is posting to Snapchat again. This album sounds like you spend too much time on your phone. Yeah, this new Chainsmokers album, it's not good.